Imagine waking up tomorrow with more gold than anyone alive. Palaces, servants, endless food. Thousands of people envy your life. Congratulations, you've just become the richest person 3,000 years ago. Sounds like a dream, until you realize you'd probably give it all away for things you already have today. But before we continue, make one prediction. If you suddenly became the richest person in the ancient world, what would you enjoy the most? Unlimited gold? Endless feasts? A magnificent palace? Comment your answer before we find out, because the reality is far stranger than most people imagine. Most people imagine ancient wealth as a life without problems. More servants, more comfort, more freedom. But history tells a completely different story. Being rich didn't free you from danger. It simply gave you different problems.
Now your day begins. The sun hasn't even risen. You open your eyes inside a palace larger than anything you've ever seen. Before your feet even touch the floor, servants are already waiting. One brings water. Another lays out your clothes. Another prepares breakfast. You never have to lift a finger. It sounds perfect, until you discover your day no longer belongs to you. Outside your home, people have already gathered. Politicians, merchants, neighbors, clients. Some want money, some want food, some want a favor. Others simply want to be seen standing beside someone powerful. If you lived in ancient Rome, this wasn't unusual. It happened almost every morning. Before sunrise, your front door became a stage. Every visitor expected something. A few coins, a basket of grain, a recommendation, a promise. And refusing them could be dangerous. Because wealth wasn't just measured by how much you owned. It was measured by how many people depended on you. Every gift bought loyalty. Every favor created another obligation. The richer you became, the more people expected from you. By the time the sun finally rises, you already feel exhausted. Surely now you can finally enjoy your fortune? Not quite. Even getting dressed is surprisingly difficult. A wealthy Roman didn't wear simple clothes. His toga could stretch nearly 6 meters long. Heavy, awkward, almost impossible to put on alone. Servants carefully folded every layer, adjusted every wrinkle, straightened every edge. And once it was finally perfect, you had to stay perfect. Walk too fast and the fold slipped out of place. Sit carelessly and your appearance was ruined. Even the way you walked was part of your reputation. A wealthy man moved slowly, calmly, as if nothing in the world could hurry him. Because in the ancient world, looking powerful was almost as important as actually being powerful. Love discovering how ancient people lived? Subscribe for more forgotten stories that shaped our world. Now imagine, as you're walking through the city, a sharp pain shoots through your mouth. One tooth, that's all. Today, you'd probably call a dentist. A simple appointment, a little anesthetic, problem solved. 3,000 years ago, things were very different. There were no antibiotics, no painkillers that actually worked, no modern dentistry. One infected tooth could become life-threatening, and wealth couldn't change that. King Tutankhamun was buried with thousands of priceless treasures. His golden coffin still amazes the world today, yet none of that wealth could save him. Researchers believe that after breaking his leg, he developed a severe infection, while also suffering from malaria. He died before reaching the age of 20. Surrounded by unimaginable riches, yet unable to buy what today might be an ordinary course of medicine. Gold could buy almost anything, except good health. And that was only the beginning. A fever could still kill you. A single infected wound could end your life. A painful tooth might never stop hurting. There are no antibiotics, no vaccines,
no anesthesia, no emergency room waiting just a few minutes away. If your eyesight begins to fail, there are no eyeglasses. If the summer heat becomes unbearable, there is no air conditioning. If your drinking water becomes contaminated, there's no treatment plant to make it safe again. For all your gold, your life still depends on luck, nature, and a healthy body. Perhaps that's the greatest illusion about ancient wealth. We imagine kings and emperors living lives of endless comfort. But comfort isn't the same as luxury. Luxury filled their palaces. Comfort fills much of our everyday lives. Today, millions of ordinary people wake up, brush their teeth, drink clean water, turn on a light, visit a doctor, replace a broken pair of glasses, or take a simple course of antibiotics. As the morning passes, your schedule becomes even more exhausting. Every conversation matters. Every promise has consequences. Every smile might hide another request. Because in the ancient world, wealth wasn't something you quietly enjoyed. It was something you had to prove every single day. Now imagine, you finally return home. Surely this is your chance to relax. Not exactly. A messenger arrives, then another. A government official wants your support. A merchant asks for another loan. A powerful family invites you to dinner. Ignoring them isn't just rude, it can be dangerous. Because reputation was a form of currency. Lose people's respect, and you could lose everything else. Unlike today, there were no secure banks, no insurance, very few legal protections. Your fortune depended on politics, friendships, and the ruler's opinion of you. One accusation, one jealous rival, one change of power, everything you've spent a lifetime building could disappear overnight. Perhaps that's the strangest part of ancient wealth. The more you owned, the more you feared losing it. But maintaining your reputation didn't stop with politics. It extended to your appearance. Imagine opening your bathroom cabinet. Instead of toothpaste or moisturizer, you find jars filled with strange mixtures. Some wealthy Romans believed crocodile dung could improve the skin. Today, that sounds unbelievable.
Back then, it was considered luxury. Beauty has always been expensive. But in the ancient world, it could also be uncomfortable, messy, and surprisingly unpleasant. Then there was Cleopatra. According to ancient accounts, she was said to travel with hundreds of donkeys, so fresh milk would always be available for her famous baths. Imagine an entire caravan crossing deserts just so you could enjoy a single bath. Luxury looked very different 3,000 years ago. And some trends became even stranger. After gladiator games, people collected the mixture of sweat, oil, and dust scraped from a famous fighter's skin. It was sold almost like celebrity merchandise. Today, fans ask for selfies. In the ancient world, some paid for a bottle of a celebrity's sweat. Strange as it sounds, people believed it carried strength, good fortune, or even healing power. Now, the sun is beginning to set. You've survived another day. Your palace is quiet again. Your servants have finished their work. Your guests have finally gone home. At last you can rest. Or so you think. Because even as darkness falls, one fear never leaves your mind. What if tomorrow everything is gone? As night falls, your palace finally grows quiet. The servants leave. The visitors are gone. The doors are closed. For the first time all day, you're alone. You look around. The walls are covered with gold. Jewels sparkle in the candlelight. Outside, guards stand watch through the night. You have everything most people could only dream of. And yet, there's one thing your wealth can never buy: peace of mind. The richest king in history never had what you already have today. Which life would you choose? Ancient or modern? Comment just one.